Russia has issued a sharp warning over Greenland. Moscow says any move by Western countries to militarize the Arctic island will trigger what it calls strong countermeasures. The message is clear. Greenland is no longer just a frozen outpost. It's becoming a geopolitical flashpoint. The warning came from Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov during a speech to lawmakers in Moscow. He said Russia would not ignore what it sees as military activity aimed against its security. While he did not spell out specific actions, Lavrov referred to possible military technical responses. This comes as global interest in the Arctic grows rapidly. The region is warming nearly 4 times faster than the rest of the world, according to climate data, opening new sea routes and access to untapped resources. Greenland sits between North America and Europe and plays a key role in Arctic air and sea corridors. It is already home to the Bitufik Space Base, a major missile warning and space surveillance site. As ice melts, Arctic shipping routes could cut travel time between Asia and Europe by up to 40% compared to the Suez Canal. The Arctic is also believed to contain about 13% of the world's undiscovered oil and 30% of its undiscovered natural gas, according to US Geological Survey estimates. Recent reports suggest small military contingents from European countries have been deployed to Greenland. Though limited in size, these moves have drawn Moscow's attention. Russia has long opposed what it calls the NATOization of the Arctic. At the same time, Russia itself has expanded military bases along its Arctic coastline, reopening Soviet-era installations and deploying air defense systems and radar stations. Interest in Greenland surged after US President Donald Trump publicly floated the idea of buying the island in 2019. He urged Greenland was vital to US security and warned that rivals like Russia and China could gain influence there. The proposal was rejected by both Denmark and Greenland, but it put the island firmly on the geopolitical map. Greenland is an autonomous territory of Denmark with about 57,000 residents. It governs its own domestic affairs, but Copenhagen controls defense and foreign policy. Greenland's leaders have repeatedly said their sovereignty is not up for negotiation. Lavrov has accused Denmark of treating Greenlanders as second-class citizens, adding a political edge to Russia's statement. With Arctic ice retreating and NATO-Russia relations at their lowest point in decades, the region is becoming a new strategic frontier. NATO members say their presence is defensive. Russia says it is protecting its northern borders. Greenland now sits at the center of that standoff. What happens next may shape Arctic security for years to come. A remote island with a small population is suddenly tied to missile defense, shipping routes, and great power rivalry. And Russia's warning suggests one thing: the battle for influence in the Arctic is only just beginning. For more such interesting geopolitical deep dives, like, share and subscribe. Geopolitical Navigator. Thank you for watching.